All right, so as you guys know, summer is basically over, and I know you may be thinking, freshy season is up, time to change the rotation, out with the fresh, in with the gourmands, the spices, the leathers, the vanillas, but no. I have 10 fragrances that'll keep you fresh for this fall. Let's get into it. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to NTFG Reviews. I'm your boy Nate the Fragrance Guy, and today I have 10 fragrances that will keep you fresh during this fall season. You don't have to stop smelling fresh and clean and nice just because it's getting cold. I know a lot of people think that, but no. You can switch it up, still be fresh, still wear your gourmands, your sweets, vanillas, and all that. Do it all. Freshies is really all year round, but I think these 10 work really well in those transitional seasons like fall and spring. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Starting off with a banger, I think this fragrance has really become something that is a staple in this community. People hated it a lot when it first came out because of reformulation, but ask anybody now, or most people, they're gonna say this one is a banger. And this is Dior Homme 2020. Man, when I first got this fragrance, it was super just unique to me because it was like my beginning journey of collecting fragrances and really getting into fragrances. And I smelled this and I just thought it was something so crazy. Like I would only reach for it special occasions and like when I really wanted to like put on, you know? So this, look at the dent. Like the dent should be way big. Like I had this for some years now, but I just wouldn't spray it. It was just super unique. It's a very woody, slightly citrus, fresh, spicy, musky kind of fragrance. Extremely woody and musky, especially in the dry down. And it just smells very masculine. It smells very clean, very put together, very professional. It gives a grown man, mature vibe. And I was only like 23 I was like 24-ish when I got this. So usually 24-year-olds not gravitating to sort of stuff like this. So this was something really nice, but I liked it. It was unique. It was different. But we have Dior Homme, and this worked perfect in that fall just because that woodiness, that musk, and that, I don't know, it's just extremely woody. It's very woody, and performance is nice too. It's an EDT, but I get a good 7 to 8 hours, no problem. So yeah, check it out. This one will always be great all year round, but it's definitely great in transitional seasons because it is super sweet. This is YSL Eau de Parfum. And this just smells really good. I just wore this recently and it reminded me why this fragrance is held at the pedestal it is. This is just so good. It's always going to be good. And I don't think I'll get tired of this ever. At one time, this was my favorite blue fragrance ever. But as you know, I started collecting more, getting into stuff. It got knocked down, but it's still up there. If I did a top 10 list of my favorite blues, this is definitely making it. This is very sweet with that apple, but it's fresh, spicy with some ginger. It smells a little earthy, especially like in the dry down. It gets a little earthy, and it actually is a nice touch to it. I don't think it's super playful. It is playful, don't get me wrong, but it has a woody earthiness about it that actually makes it a little more, not mature, but it takes away that whole playful vibe eventually. But at the top, yes, it's very sweet. It's very, has that bubblegum sweetness kind of. Not bubblegum sweetness like Invictus, but like that playful sweetness, that apple. Then you got some tonka bean in here. It's a really good fragrance. I love it. And yeah, it's a banger, man. YSL EDP. Staying on that Y DNA, this is a recent release from Natethefragranceguy, and I think it is one of the best recent ones they released as far as from what I smelled. And this is Fakar Platine, and this is going after that Y Elixir. Now, this smells like Y Elixir, but it has a really nice twist on it. And that twist is the note of guava, which makes this a fruity, slight tropical style twist on that YSL Y Elixir. And it is really nice, man. You got some fruit, you got some fresh spiciness, you got cardamom at the top that really plays a big part. You also get like some incense and Palo Santo in here that just gives this a nice smoky tinge to it, a woodiness. And I guess it's there to replicate that oud note that's in the original, but even in the original, you don't get a oud. It's just a very woody, warm kind of feel to the fragrance. And it also has a sweetness, very aromatic with that lavender. It's true to the YSL Y DNA, But this one even gives it more of a twist with that guava, and it's kind of fire. I actually really enjoy this one. And it's a nice performer. And it's not playful. It's not playful like other wide fragrances or like the one I just showed you. This actually smells mature. So check it out. It's fire. One that don't get a lot of love in this community, but I love it. This is Valentino Uomo, the original EDT. And this smells a lot like the original. When I say original, this is the original, but this was reformulated. So I had both at one time, but I actually like this one better. I like the reformulated formation. What am I talking about? I like the reformulation to this one better. I don't know.
I don't know.
Reformulated version. I don't know why can't I just think of the words?
Stop it. Get some help.
I like the reformulated version better. The original version was more like a gourmandy kind of style. It had coffee. I think it had like a chocolate note. You had some leather, and you had like something that was giving it some powderiness. I don't really remember that full note breakdown, but this one takes some of those gourmand aspects out, and it adds some iris that gives it a nice fresh iris. It has some powderiness, but it's not super waxy, lipsticky. It's a nice fresh powdery iris, and you get a lot of citruses, and I think it's some vetiver in here. It's a really nice vibe, but for some reason they still made it smell like the original. So you will pick up some hints of like maybe some leather or like a nutty, chocolatey kind of vibe to the fragrance. This is a really nice fragrance. I'm surprised people don't really talk about it no more. I think it actually has been discontinued, even like the reformulated version, this and the Intense. But if you can, check this out, definitely. This is one of those perfect fragrances that has a nice balance with fresh and sweetness and all of those kind of aspects that it can really work in a lot of seasons. But this one really hits in the fall. Could be also a date night fragrance too. It's actually fire for a date night. This was my first real designer fragrance, and it's just so nostalgic to me. This is the original Azzaro Wanted Eau de Toilette, and this is just an amazing fragrance. You see, this is my second bottle. First I had a 100 ml that I blew through, my dad got for me, and then this is my signature scent when me and my wife started dating, and then she bought me 150 ml, and this is where I'm at now. I stopped wearing it so much, but because my collection just got more and more, so this one kind of took a back seat, but this is still a fire fragrance, man. Think of something like Hawas, because this gets compared to Invictus, but this is way different than an Invictus. This is more close to like a Hawas with that spiciness and that woodiness. So this has more spiciness in it. It has a lot of notes, to be honest. I think it's some cardamom in here. Amber wood, is some ginger in here, so it's heavy on the fresh spiciness and more of like a woodiness to this fragrance. So it's even really not like Hawas, but it's very similar to those style of fragrances. Very nice fragrance, extremely mass appealing, extremely versatile, not only in seasons but in where you can wear this. This could be an everyday. I can see this being worn in a club, going out. It has that mass appeal, playful type of nature. It's not as sweet and playful as those other ones I just named, but it does has that character to it, and it's just nice, man. This is probably my most complimented fragrance in my collection. As you can see, I'm trying to hold on to this because I don't think I want to buy another full bottle because I don't wear it that much, but if I have to, I might wear it soon actually, because this is just good. Really, really nice. Azzaro Wanted Eau de Toilette. This fragrance I just wore yesterday, and it actually made me make this video. And this is this might be this is definitely top 3 favorite vetiver fragrances of all time so far. And this is Mancera's Vetiver Sensual. Oh my God. If you like vetiver, you have to try this. If you on the fence of vetiver and you're a new, somebody getting into vetiver, you have to try this. If you just like fresh, clean smelling fragrances, you have to try this. Do not let the vetiver name scare you. This is a very, very mass appealing, beautifully done, fresh, clean, woody, musky, vetiver, heavy on the citrus kind of fragrance. Oh, this is so good. This is so good, man. This is really nice. Like, I didn't expect to like this that much. I was getting into vetiver a lot, and I was just going on a vetiver kick when I bought this. and I bought it, and I get the hype. A lot of people talk highly about this one, and I understand. This is a banger. If you, like I said, if you like vetiver, you gotta try this one out. It starts off very citrusy. I think it's bergamot, orange, lime is in this one, and I smell the lime. It's kind of like lime heavy to me. And then you're also gonna get some fresh spiciness, pink pepper, a light floral touch to it, but you're gonna get a lot of musk. And that vetiver is a nice, clean, woody, slightly earthy, slightly smoky vetiver, but not. It don't go too earthy or too smoky or any of that, too dirty at all. It's a very clean, nice, put together, classy, masculine smelling. This is amazing, man. I really love this stuff, and the performance is insane. For it to be a freshie, Mancera freshie, Mancera have a good performance in general, but usually freshies tend to be like average, maybe like an 8 hour. This is gonna go past that 8 hour, into that 9th, maybe even 10th hour on some people. It's really nice. And that first like 3 to 4 hours, really intense projection and sillage. Man, I was gonna wear this again today, but I'm like, I'm gonna switch it up. But this is gonna get thrown in a rotation. When I want something fresh for this fall, Vetiver Sensual, definitely. And you can go a lot from Mancera when it comes to like freshies that are working that fall. You can go Cedrat Boisé, obviously, Oud Lemon Mint. It's a lot. Mancera has a lot of offerings, so definitely check the house out in general. They have a lot of great ones. Salvatore Ferragamo Acqua Essenziale Blue. This is a really nice bang for your buck kind of fragrance. I really enjoy this one. It smells a lot like, not a lot like, but it's like if you took a few fragrances and just compiled them together. I get, to my nose, like a little tinge of like Bleu de Chanel, like the EDT, with like Dylan Blue. Also has like a powderiness in the base, and it's not just like a touch of powderiness. It's really powdery, and I think that's what makes this a great one for the fall, because that powderiness can be maybe too cloying for some people in the summer or even the spring. Well, no, in the spring it works, but like the summer. But fall, spring, in between, that powderiness is just enough to carry this and make it a fragrance that's appropriate for that time. So it is really good, man. It's super fresh. It's super clean. Like I said, it gets a little sweet and powdery from like that mid to dry down. I think tonka bean is in this one. You got some ambroxan, a lot of citruses. It's very aromatic, fresh, spicy. It's good. This one is nice. And you can get it for like $30, 100 ml. Check it out. We got another fire vetiver. This is Lattafa's Art of Wood. And if you take, the best way I could describe is if you take Perseus from Parfums de Marly and literally just add vanilla. That's the best way I can describe this. This has everything you get from Perseus, the citruses, the fresh spiciness, the vetiver. Just add some sweet, creamy vanilla in the base, and this is what you'll get. I never thought vetiver and vanilla would go together this well, but it really does. And this is just a really nice smelling fragrance. Performance is outstanding. I get anywhere from 9 to 10 hours every time I wear this fragrance. Compliment getting is one of them ones. It really smells very good, and it even makes that Perseus or something like a Terre d'Hermes, it makes it even more mass appealing with that vanilla. Like I said, I never knew vanilla and vetiver would go together, but it does. And this is a fire one from the Pride line of Lattafa Art of Wood. Next up, another one from Lattafa. We have Emir, and this is cloning Town and Country from Clive Christian. And man, I smelled that fragrance in Neiman's, and I ain't gonna lie, it smells a lot like this. I never smelled them side by side, but from what I've smelled, this is one of them ones. In this one, you're gonna get a lot of juicy citruses up at the top, fresh, bright, juicy. And then you're gonna get a lot of like woody, kind of herbaceous, like almost earthiness kind of out of this fragrance. It's a very masculine fragrance. I know it has tea in it. You're also going to get some spiciness out of this thing. It just smells really, really good. Like this is probably this would be like if I did a top 10 Lattafa, this will have to make it just because of just that smell. It smells very classy. It smells very rich too. And this is one of the ones like, it was performing. It was smelling amazing as soon as I got it. I didn't have to let nothing sit. Even now it's even better, but you don't have to let it sit or anything. This is just a really well blended, well made fragrance from Lattafa. Like this is one of them ones where it's like quality wise, from how it's smelling, it seems like it's up there. So Amir is fire, and the performance is crazy. Like first 3 hours, 4 hours, really intense. Like, and I'm not trying to just say that. Like, it's a really intense projector. Like you're gonna. It's a room filler for me. From what I've experienced, people smelled me from a distance with this one. But then again, I'm heavy on the trigger. But with this one, I've learned to kind of take it back because it's like that. It's a crazy performer. Last but not least on this list, and I think I'm going to add one more at the end, but this one has to make it. This is going to make the 10, and this last one is going to be an extra one. But number 10, Sauvage Parfum. And this is just, it's one of them ones, man. Sauvage Parfum is so good. Like, I love Sauvage in general. The EDT, I don't really care. I like it, but I don't need a bottle of it. The EDP, I need a bottle because I think that's the one I would wear the most. But when we're talking which one is the best, the more well-rounded, well-blended, more rich smelling, and what's a better fragrance, I think the Parfum is the best. Out of the first three. Well, you got Forte now, but I'm not even gonna count that in. But the Parfum, man, this is so it's such a step up from the other two because it just has a class to it. It has like a richness to this fragrance that it seems like it's just the quality on it is just like way a steps higher. Like, I don't know. It smells so good. It takes out that super shower jelly kind of feel, like that soapy shower gel and Broxany kind of feel. This still smells like Sauvage, but it adds more of that less synthetic side of Sauvage. You're getting mandarin orange in here. You're getting that vanilla. I think it's tonka bean. It smells very fruity, but like not fruity, but that orangey, and it's like creamy with it too. So it's like a lot of people say it's like a creamsicle kind of smell, and it does smell like creamy orange. It smells really good. It gets a little powdery. It's a nice, creamy, smooth, well-rounded, well-polished, dressed-up version of Sauvage. That's the best way I could put it. It's not old manish at all. It's just a better version, a more suitable version for maybe somebody that's older and don't want that Sauvage smell, you know? Everybody knows that Sauvage smell. This has it, but it's not so much of it. It kind of goes a little left, but in a great way. Performance is good. It's not a big projector like the EDP or EDT, but this does last a very long time. It's very highly concentrated. Like even when I spray my skin, the oil sheen on this is crazy. And it's just a really good product. Like this one is really fire. I will always still wear this one, even the EDP. Sauvage is still great. Do not stop wearing Sauvage, guys. I don't know who made that up on the internet. It's like, it came out of nowhere. I don't know where that came from. Sauvage is still one of them ones. And this is the Parfum, and this will be perfect for fall. So the last honorable mention, this is one that I've just recently been wearing more and more, and it's making its way to like one of my favorite purchases this year in general, because it's just a good fragrance. And this is Shiaka Shadow from Carrelage, and this is duping, I'm about to say GPG, Carolina Herrera's Bad Boy Cobalt. I wish it was the elixir, but it's not. But this is just good. This takes that cobalt DNA, it makes it less playful. It tones down that plum sweetness, and it adds more aromatic, fresh, spicy notes. And it also gets really woody. And it's a little bit earthiness in the base, but it's not too earthy, but it just has a really woodiness and a cleanliness to it. And there's some ambroxan in here too that's just giving it that extra oomph. And it's just really good. The performance is good. It's crazy, actually. Performance on this is really beastly. It lasts very long on my skin. And this will be a perfect wear for fall because that woodiness and that fresh spiciness and that performance. Yeah, this is a good one for fall. So definitely tap in if you haven't for Shiaka Shadow. But all right, guys, that was my 10 plus 1 freshies for the fall. These will get you through the fall, that cooler weather. Even when it's getting down to them 40s, I feel like you can even wear these. Like, this is going to be it. Even in the winter, I feel like these are going to go. A lot of these because of that performance that they have. So check them out. Tap in. Remember, you can smell fresh all year around. And that's it, man. Do not switch up and throw away, put your freshies to the back. No. Keep your freshies around. If you have these, reach for them. You'll be fine all fall and even in the winter. But that's it, man. It's Nate the Fragrance Guy. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. If you're enjoying the content, if you come across this video and you've made it this far, please show some love. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. I would greatly appreciate it. Hope y'all having a good one. It's Nate the Fragrance Guy. Peace out.